nose reindeer.
That's all we got in
Had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. It glows.
Merry Christmas, Bulls fans, and welcome back here to Wendy's Inside Bulls Hockey. Today, it's Popp in the Box once again. We're here with Kevin Popp from the Birmingham Bulls.
Hello, Merry Christmas. And this week my guest is Ian Macfarlane, otherwise known as Stepsy, Stepper, whatever you want to call it. And please do not adjust your sets. This is his actual skin color.
Well, what we're talking about this week, Kevin, is sticks and how they can be illegal and how they can't be illegal. The reason why we're talking about this was Saturday night's game where the Bulls were down 7-6 at the very end of the third period. Coach Desrosiers called the penalty, tried to call the penalty on the stick, and it worked. So we'll just explain it right now.
Before we start with this illegal stick, I want to ask you, what happened to Michael Benz's head?
Apparently he lost the bet. He's not looking too good these days.
Either he lost the bet or he had a run-in with a lawnmower. I don't know which one it was.
Either way, he came out on the short end of the stick of the hair cutters.
You're telling me. Anyways, you want to explain this about the illegal stick?
Sure. The other night we got ourselves a scoring chance because we had an illegal stick called, and these are stick gauges that we use before the game. And what we do is we measure our sticks from the heel to the toe, and you're not allowed to have an illegal curve. In the case of Popper here, the guy who has less skill, he's got to have a big curve so he can just raise the puck a little higher. A guy like me, I just go here, and what you got to do is you got to be able to fit this piece of metal between your blade of the heel and stick, and if it's sliding, then it's illegal. And what we did is we called an illegal stick on the other team. They get a penalty for it. We get a man advantage. We go in, we score, we finish the game with a win. Also, you have to go with the width of the blade here and at the heel. If it's any bigger at both ends, it's also illegal. So it's not just the curve. You have the width of the blade as well as the thickness. Popper?
Yeah, that's right. I guess a guy with less skill like myself would need a larger upshoot on my stick. Anyways, thank you, Stepper.
Appreciate it.
We're going to demonstrate the difference between a forward and defenseman stick. You want to raise your stick there? My stick's a lot longer because I'm a little taller personally, and he's a stepchild.
Stepchild have smaller sticks, however. When you're forward.
The difference is, as a defenseman, you like to poke check more. So I like to have a longer stick. If I have a shorter stick, I have a shorter reach. So forward coming down on me gives me more of an advantage. I can be farther away and I can hit the puck away a lot easier. I have more room to swing my stick side to side, which gives me, you know, more distance to get the guy. So forwards usually like to have shorter sticks just for the reason to stick handle. It's easier to stick handle in close. Defensemen really aren't down in the corners as much stick handling, and we just give the outlet pass and let the forwards do their thing. So that's pretty much the main reason, is it not?
I would say so.
So that's it.
Wonder what kind of stick Junior uses.
I don't know, maybe we should ask Tasha.
It's got to be a mini stick then.
I bet you it's a mini stick.
Bonjour, de la part de tous les Français de l'organisation des Bulls, je voudrais vous souhaiter une joyeuse fête. Hi, I'm Ian Everett. I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And welcome back to the holiday edition of Wendy's Inside Bulls Hockey. Fans, we're now joined by a face that you probably have seen at the Bulls games in many different capacities. He has played at one time this season, and he's behind the bench an awful lot, dressed up, helping out Coach Desrosiers on game nights, and that is Everett Caldwell. And Everett, you have a very interesting story. You were born in Ontario, yet at a very early age, you moved down to Birmingham.
Yeah, I think I was 4 years old, and remember the first thing I thought of when I got here is, where's the snow? There's no snow down here. But yeah, I was 4 when I moved down here, and been down here most of the time ever since.
And then you moved back as a youngster at the age of 16, started playing some midget hockey, and then once again come back down here and actually played for Auburn back when they had a club hockey team.
Right, I graduated from Barry High School and then went to Auburn for a year, and we had club hockey there. Played there for a year, had a good time down there. Bo Jackson was going to school when I was down there, so
and your ties ever to the Birmingham Bulls, they lead back to when you were a youngster, back in the WHA days. You used to be a stick boy for the Birmingham Bulls. That had to be a pretty exciting experience.
Yeah, it was. That was my first look at professional hockey, and the WHA was a pretty talented league. You know, Wayne Gretzky was playing in that league, and Birmingham had a lot of talented players too, with Mark Napier and Kenny Linsman. So got to see a lot of good hockey players play in this building right here.
And that wasn't your first experience. You then have another experience before your days now, and that was with the Birmingham Bulls team in the old Atlantic Coast League. It didn't stay around very long, though.
I think the team lasted maybe 3 games. Dave Hansen was the coach, and they got back from a road trip, and the doors were locked on them, so that didn't last very long. But that was my first time on the ice with the Bulls.
Now, Evie, as you're better known around the team, you're part of a team where you're out here with the guys each and every morning. You practice with the guys, and you've actually suited up this season for a couple of games, got some ice time on one of our road trips a couple weeks ago, and also act out as a helper with Dennis Desrosiers. How do you find yourself enjoying the different roles that you play with the Bulls this season?
Yeah, I enjoy being on the bench like that this year. Last year I didn't have that opportunity, and it keeps me more involved in the game. You know, last year if I wasn't dressing, I was just sitting up in the stands, and this year being able to be on the bench, it keeps me in the game, keeps me involved.
Now, be honest with us, you know, we know Rosie, and he can get a little upset at times at the guys and, you know, go back into the locker room, especially when we're down 5-0 like a game that happened this past week. Are you an even-tempered guy? What do you say to the guys on game nights, maybe to assist them and help them out, you know, in a because you have a much more calmer demeanor than what Rosie can have at certain points?
Well, obviously, I'm just trying to stay positive all the time with everyone, you know, and not let them get down if they're having a bad game or, you know, whatever. So my thing is to keep positive. That's all I can do.
And what many people don't realize, Evie, is you have also some other interests in the city. You've made this your permanent residence now. You said your family's still down here. Your mother's been here for quite some time. But you also have a business of your own. So you do this as a part-time thing and also have your own business you run.
Right. Fortunately, what I do is I install swimming pools in the summer, and that's a seasonal thing. So that usually runs from, you know, April or May through September, and then, you know, it pretty much ends, and then that's when hockey starts, so it works out pretty good.
Well, Everett, I know this much. I know we've seen you in a shirt and tie. We've seen you also wearing number 17 on the ice, and we look forward to seeing you not only playing, but maybe helping out the rest of the year.
Thanks, Michael.
That's Everett Caldwell. He plays player, coach, you name it, he does it, of the Birmingham Bulls. Fans, we need to step aside. We'll be back with more on Wendy's Inside Bulls Hockey.
Hi, I'm Corey Mullen from the Birmingham Bulls. I'd like to wish everyone in Birmingham a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi, I'm Scott Roach, goaltender of the Birmingham Bulls. I'd like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Taking a look at the Bulls' upcoming schedule, the Bulls will be back in action on home ice this Sunday afternoon. Note the special start time. It's a 2 o'clock start time when we take on the Arkansas River Blades. And it's going to be a Junior Bulls night. All Junior Bulls members in attendance will receive a ticket to the game, a hot dog, and a Coke, all for $8. And Junior Bulls members will be allowed to get on the ice to take a slap shot at the Bulls net after the game is over. So don't want to miss that one. Then the Bulls will travel to Mobile for a game with the Mystics on Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock before returning home on Thursday night, December the 30th, to take on the Mississippi Seawolves, and it's going to be a family fun-packed night. The Bulls have lots of things going on with that, a lot of great promotions. You get 4 great seats to the game. You throw in some souvenirs like the mini hockey stick in the game program. Everything included is a $75 value, all for just $40. For more information, you can always call the Bulls ticket office at 458-8833, or if you need individual game tickets, you can call Ticketmaster at 715-6000. Hope to see you out there Sunday afternoon and Thursday night when the Bulls have hockey action on home ice. And now it's time for the Wendy's Biggie Question of the Week. And this week we're going to have a little change of roles here as Dennis is asked that he can ask the question of the week. So Dennis, I'll let you do this part and I'll do the answering, I guess.
Well, Mike, you know, on the Biggie Question of the Week, it's actually a 2-part question this week, and it's not really much to do with hockey. I think it's a where and why question directed at yourself, actually. Where did you get that haircut, and why did you get that haircut?
Thanks. Well, how do you know? All right. When I went to the shop to get my haircut, all I was asking for was I was asking for the Rosie do, how I could get it thinned up top, and they did a great job.
You got to go to a special barber.
So it was an accident, okay?
I get mine thin, but they took yours right down to the wood. And it's way down there.
We had a little accident, so thanks for participating. Fans, if you want to participate in the Biggie Question of the Week, all you have to do is send in your questions. Care of Birmingham Bulls Hockey, P.O. Box 1506, Birmingham, Alabama 35201, and hopefully we'll never have him take that responsibility again. Well, Dennis, as we get ready to ramp up, the holiday season has come upon us, and you know, the last couple of weeks, you know, you've been very kind to me at the end of some of these shows, and you know, I always appreciate that. So I know.
Mike, just remember this: I've always got a trick if I need it.
No, and I know that your Christmas wish list. I was shown it by some of the guys, and I want to show everybody that I got him his #1 thing on his gift. You were asking for a personally autographed Michael Bentz biography, and to Dennis, my #1 fan. Here you go, Dennis. I know you want this framed in your office, so
Mike,
I wanted to give you this for the holidays.
It's something I'll cherish, and I appreciate it very much. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
you always got to have a trick in the back of your head ready to go.
Well, Dennis, that was nice. Well, everybody, I hope you have enjoyed this holiday edition of Wendy's Inside Bulls Hockey. It's turned out to be a very wet edition, and I hope we'll see you all out here Sunday afternoon when the Birmingham Bulls will take on the Arkansas River Blades at 2 o'clock.
Merry Christmas, Mike.
Merry Christmas to you. And to all of you back at home, Merry Christmas. Hope you enjoyed the show. On behalf of the entire Birmingham Bulls organization, we would like to extend to you and your families a very Merry Christmas.
Wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Woo! Tidings to you and your kids. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Keep going. Those reindeer
That's all we got in it.
have a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. It glows. All of the other reindeer, you just have to call him names. Call him Popper. Poor Rudolph, joined in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, ho, ho, ho. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And all the reindeer loved him. Then he shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.